Hello, my dear students. Hello, Adriana. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I am very well. Are you?
Fine. That's a good day. Thank you. And Consuelo, how are you today?
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good
Fine, thank
afternoon.
you. And
Okay.
you, how are you?
Fine, fine. That's a good day.
Okay.
Marilyn, how are you today?
Very good, thank you, teacher.
Okay. Okay. And Neila, how are you today? Neila, can you hear me? No? Neila? Okay. Neila, no? Neila? I don't know what happened. Okay, my dear students, today we are going to talk with different topics. The first part to talk about the idea if you travel back in time. This is the first activity. The second activity is for listening. And the topic for grammar today is about gerundios and infinitives. And hello, Neila, how are you today?
Hello, teacher.
How are you today? Fine or not? That's a good day for you? Maybe? Okay, don't worry. Dear students, this activity I to try to forget different situation, please. And okay, the next part of the class is about curriculum vitae and try to share the idea is to share the information about if you need to share to get a job with what is the most important information for your curriculum vitae. And the last part is for singing. The song for the class is Let Her Go. Okay, the first part of the class is to talk about. Imagine if you could travel back in the time uh, uh, for any time or any event of the story, what would you choose and why? Think for 1 minute. To time travel back in time is the idea. I don't know if you like some specific part of the story and think what is the important for you. Okay, what minute to think about that? Okay, I start with Consuelo. Consuelo, the idea is you could travel back in time. What is the most interesting part of the story in your opinion? And why do you like to live in a specific time?
Uh, I'm not sure, teacher. The question is, what time I could go, or maybe travel in the past?
Yes, the idea is to, if you could travel back in time, for example, I don't
Okay.
know, in the middle of the story is very interesting in my opinion. For example, because, for example, when appear to Michelangelo or I don't know, different interesting artists of the story. I like this part. I like the dress for that part of the story. because it was an amazing. I don't know what is the most interesting part of the story for you. What do you would you choose this part and why?
Mm, I'm not sure, teacher. Maybe. Mm, mm, I don't know. Maybe.
For example,
Okay.
the revolution is very interesting in France, for example, because there are different ideas about liberty, about the rights for the people. I don't know. I like this part of the story. I would like to 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 choose this part of the story. I don't know the revolution, the independent part of the story is very interesting. Um, the colonization is very difficult, for example, because there are a lot of people, poor people in that part of the story. It was a terrible situation. I don't know, maybe to try to think what is the most important part of the story for you. What part do you choose?
I don't know, teacher, because a lot of parts of the history could be difficult for the
Yeah.
humanity. Maybe the worms was uh, I don't know what could be my pick. The independence of Colombia with Bolivar. I don't know. Maybe I could be Manuelita. Manuelita Sáenz Quirino.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm not sure what could I do in that part. Because it's difficult, for example, for the women. In the past, we can do anything. For example, we can study, we can vote. The most important papers that is not good for me. I think that wasn't maybe the best paper could be in the like Manuelita science.
Okay, that's an excellent idea because the idea is to share different arguments about this part. Uh, I agree with you because for the women it's very complicated in a lot of part of the story. In my opinion, in this part, wasn't interesting. Only a specific person, for example, Manuelita, was different to a lot of women in this part of the story. That was an interesting idea. How about you, Neila? What is your opinion, the most interesting part of the story for you?
Uh, okay. I think I would like to travel to various kind of situation in back in time. But I think I would like to. Uh, I'd like to live, or yes, I'd like to live in. I'm sorry, in a day in the Curies marriage. I don't know if you know them, Maria Curie and her husband.
Okay, Pierre and Maria.
Yes,
Yeah? Oh,
yes.
do you like science?
No, yes, obviously, but I developed an special curiosity in the Maria's life. Yes,
Yes.
because I don't know an another science that could make a balance between the science, uh, the matter of be the matter of be a wife. Yes, So I think that could be very interesting.
Okay, I agree with you. In my opinion, Marie Curie is the most important scientifics for the story, and I love it. The story about the biography of Maria was amazing because in this part of the story, she developed an incredible part of the science and search about the radioactivity and the different elements. I love the story. I think that is very interesting that part. Okay, thank you. Adriana, please, what is the most important part of the story for you? What do you like to remember, or if you have the possible to travel in this part, what is your opinion? Adriana. And then Marilyn, and then Maria Camila, how are you?
A ver, teacher, diría que la
Ah,
independiente.
independent. Why? What do you like this part of this story?
All es muy interesante, es muy interesante. Ujú. Ay, teacher, ahí my internet está inestable.
Okay. Okay, don't worry, Adri. The idea is to try to share the information and to share information with the class. Don't worry. And Marilyn, how about you? What is the most interesting part of the story in your opinion?
In my opinion, I would like to travel to the beginnings of the creation
Okay.
of the where Adam and Eve
Why?
begin to know and learn the reality of creation because I saw much considerations and different opinions and I don't know the reality of the creation of the world of the earth and it's so interesting for me to know this moment in the world. It's incredible. I like so much this topic um, because I like so much learn about the antiguos. What is the meaning
Antique?
of this
Antique?
word? Okay, antique. In the story, it's so interesting, and I so much mysterious about this all that in this topic and the story. The creation is the most important. It, um, for this reason, I like so much
Okay.
to know about this moment.
Okay, that's good. I recommend there are a beautiful book that Lost Paradise, the John Milton. This is an interesting
Okay,
books about the creation. It's a little complicated the story, but it's interesting. I recommend that book.
okay, thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
okay,
Thank you.
okay. My dear students, this exercise is very important. Uh, they try to understand the idea and share information. I talk. The most important thing for the class is to share and talk about different situation, aspect, event is very important for the class. Okay, the second activity is for listening. I share the audio. Okay, but first, I would like to know your opinion. What is the most important computer technical skills for different job? For example, for teacher, what do you think is the most important skill, technical skill for teacher? Consuelo, what do you think?
For teaching, Uh,
Technical
maybe.
skill for teacher is the most in this moment is very important. Different skills for teacher because there are a lot of classes online. But what is the most important skills, technical skills in your opinion for teacher?
Okay, I think that if you are a teacher, you should know how works different tools. For example, Teams, because you need to create a meeting, you need to create a communication. It's very important. Um, you should know about Zoom because it's another tool that usually the people use for the work. It's very important to know about tools in Office, like Office, for example,
Yes.
Word, Excel. Also, you can use similar tools when you work with Google Drive. In Google
Mm-hmm.
Drive, you can save documents and create documents, sheets or presentation, and
Mm-hmm.
you are able to share information with others. And also another important ability is good skills with communication, uh, right, good communication, um, and maybe speak well. Mm, Another thing with the technology, um, maybe if you are a teacher, you must know another didactics
Yeah.
tools. For example,
Mm-hmm.
how to create mind maps, um, how to create maybe good presentations.
Yes.
For example,
Genially is very, very wonderful. In Genially, you need
yes,
to.
I had seen teachers that
Mhm.
usually use a board,
Ah,
uh,
yeah.
a good camera. For example, they have a good camera, good sound, and behind them they
Mhm.
have a board and they write,
Yeah,
and that is
exactly.
good.
Yes, yes. What's important in this? Okay. Now I share my audio. Give me a second, please. Okay. I start with the listening. You can hear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Taylor, let's go ahead and begin. First of all, tell me about your last job.
Well, as I stated on my resume, I worked for 5 years at High Tech Computers.
Okay, high tech. And what do you know about computer networks and operating systems, including DOS, Windows, Macintosh OS, and Unix?
Well, I did come in contact with computers every night at my last job.
Hmm. And how about website authoring skills? We're looking for someone to create and manage our company's website, which would include the development,
Mm-hmm.
configuration, and use of CGI scripts.
Web page. I don't think I've read that book, and I'm afraid I've never used those CGI things.
Huh. And what about experience with Java or JavaScript?
Well, I think I've tried Java at a foreign coffee shop one time, if that's what you mean.
Huh. Okay, Mr. Taylor. I think I have all the information I need.
Oh, and I really like computer games. I play them every day.
Right, right. Thanks, Mr. Taylor. We'll be in touch.
Okay. Neila, what is the main topic of the audio? What do you understand what is the meaning of the audio?
Yes, teacher. I think that was a interview job.
Yeah, exactly.
Was Mr. Taylor speaking about that he was working a for 5 years in another job before.
Okay.
The person asked him about high tech website, develop websites as well. And he said something like he knows nothing or a little bit about it. And lastly, he said he played games very well. And another person said, okay, I will keep in touch with you.
Excellent to talk about the skills, different skills, because in this class there are the most important activities for the class is to job, curriculum vitae, skills. Okay, excellent. And now share the questions about the listening activity. You can see my screen. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. This is for
Yes.
Adriana. Please read the first questions. Adriana, I lost to Adri. Or Marilyn, please.
Teacher, aquí estoy.
Okay, okay, Adri, please. The first questions.
What is the main topic of this conversation? Mm, Teacher, um,
A
teacher,
webinar. Tell me, what
uh,
is the main topic of this conversation? A webinar, computer sales negotiation, or a preliminary interview? What do you think?
um, preliminary interview.
Excellent. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. And Marilyn, the second part, the second question.
Okay. What did Mr. Tyler probably do in his previous job? He worked as custodian. He managed the sales department. He created YouTube videos.
Department.
Mm,
And he create YouTube videos.
he create. Okay. Mm, I don't remember. Um, he managed the sales department. Maybe.
The sales department, maybe.
Or he create
Okay,
YouTube videos.
no, no, no.
Oh
He worked as a custodian.
my god.
And in this part say that, well, I did come in contact with computers every night at my last job. It doesn't sound like he actually worked with the computers, but perhaps he has cleaned it around them. Yeah? Okay. Don't worry. Neila, this is for you.
Me,
Okay.
Mr. Taylor thinks that Java is a computer game software, a kind of beverage, a web page authoring program. To be honest, I didn't catch I didn't catch that question, but I
But
think
But
I
try
don't
to
know.
imagine
With the yes,
the
with
main
the
topic of the.
yes, I
Uh-huh.
think something like a computer game software.
Yes, okay. I don't know, but no.
No.
Say that Mr. Taylor said, well, I think I tried Java at a foreign coffee shop on time. Is that what you mean? Mm, okay. And the next part for you, Neila.
Okay, the company manager has to talk to his colleagues. It's going to consider Mr. Taylor for the job. Is going to call Mr. Taylor in a few days. The last one, teacher.
The last one. Eh,
Oh, it's going to. Oh my God.
And Ashley said, wait, find your perfect someone. You're selling it you $40. What was this is about that the price? Okay. And the last part for Consuelo.
Okay, teacher. What is the best word to describe Mr. Taylor? On the ball, high achievers, uninformed. Maybe high achiever?
I don't know, but think, for example, in this part, when talk about the Java is a program, and she
Yes,
thinks it's a coffee shop on time.
it could be a developer, but
But
developer is not on the ball. Uninformed, no,
why not?
because uninformed. What is uninformed, teacher? It's like
No está informado, no sabe, no desconoce. Pero mira que como acá decía que Java era como algo de tomar en un coffee shop. Yes.
Uninformed, okay.
Es que no sabe nada del tema, mejor dicho. Okay, my dear students, excellent. And now the last part of the class, I shared the topic for grammar is gerundios and infinitive. It's very simple, but it's important to know different topics about that. I share my screen.
Teacher,
Tell me,
disculpa. Teacher, debo retirarme, se me presentó un inconveniente.
Adriana?
Sí, teacher, soy yo.
Okay, Adri, don't worry. See you next class. Yeah?
Vale, teacher, el próximo, el jueves sí me conecto súper bien. Es que ahorita no puedo. Vale.
Okay. Okay. The next part of the class is about gerundios and infinitive. You can see my slide?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. It's very simple, but it's important to know different topics about that. Please, Marilyn, read the first part.
Okay. Use 1. A gerund is a verb ing form
ing.
used as a noun. For example, ing. Sorry. For example, eating, dining. Terms are used as the subject of a sentence. Smoking is bad. After some verbs such as like hate, enjoy, quit, suggest, dislike, deny. I like cooking. I enjoy fishing. Silly. After proposing, I am interested in buying a computer. I am scared of walking alone in the dark.
Okay, remember the use of gerund is with ing. For example, for going, for smoking, fishing. This is a continuous action. Okay, the next part for Consuelo.
Okay.
Please help me with this part.
The infinitive form of the verbs is the original verb. It can be with or without to. For example, to eat, to go, to see. The infinitive form is used A after some verbs such as agree, arrange, ask, promise, decide, afford. I agree to do the work. I arrange to see the doctor. They decide to get married. B. To show the reason why you did something. Tony went to the post office to pay a bill. C. After adjectives. I was surprised to see Erica. I am pleased to meet you. A. Some verbs can be followed by a gerund or infinitive.
With no change in meaning. Okay, for example, start, begin, hate, like, prefer, continue. She started to cry.
The connection.
Yes? Okay. She started to cry. She started crying. I'd hate watching horror films. I'd hate to watch horror films. Thank you so much. And this part is for Neila.
Some verbs can be followed by a gerund for an infinitive, but there is a change in meaning. For example, try, remember, stop. I try to get into the house. Getting into the house is your goal or object or objective. I tried climbing through the window. Climbing through the window is one thing you tried in order to obtain your final objective.
Exactly. Okay, in this part, answer that, if, for example, the infinitive form is used after some verbs. It's very important. In this part is to show the reason, and after adjectives is important. In this part said some verbs can follow the gerunds or a infinitive. And the last part for a Consuelo, please.
I stopped cleaning the window. I was cleaning the window and then I stopped. I stopped to clean the window. I was driving and I stopped driving in order to clean the window. I remembered to lock the door. I remembered, and after that I locked the door. I remember locking the door. I remember now that I locked the door in the past.
Okay, excellent. This is uh, hello, Natalia. Natalia, how are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm great. So I have some problems with the internet, but I'm trying to do.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. In this part of the class, I shared some exercise about gerunds or infinitive. It's simple, but it's very important to understand clearly this topic because, for example, when present the different exams, the part of use of English is very important. And for this reason, I try to share that information. Okay, the
Yes.
exercise is, you can see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Start with Natalia, the first sentences.
Oh my God. La veo, pero muy pequeña.
Uh, this is impossible to expand my.
La veo súper pequeña. No sé la verdad por qué.
I don't
You
know.
can do
Consuelo,
some to me.
please, Consuelo, to
Press
start with
control.
this part.
De pronto, profe, presioné control y la tecla del mouse con el más. Y así
A ver,
saliendo la pantalla.
con el mouse y ¿cuál más?
Y con el scroll del mouse. Eso.
Okay, thank you. You are an expert in this topic. You can see now, Natalia? Natalia. Okay, Consuelo. Start with Consuelo. Dear Consuelo, the first question for you. No?
Okay, teacher, can you hear me?
Yeah. Now, yes.
Okay, there are 10 questions in this quiz. Read the grammar explanation below. In which sentence can you write having? I stop work having a cup of coffee. Children having children's will change. Fiona decide having a shower. Maybe the first one, teacher. Fiona decide having a shower after the dinner.
What question? The last question, Fiona?
Yes.
Are you sure? Decide having a shower? No.
Okay. The first one.
The first one. No.
No. Okay, no, teacher.
The
Okay.
second option. Okay. Don't worry. Okay, Natalia, go ahead with the second question.
There are 10 questions. Okay. In which sentence can you write to go? I'm interested in go to the gym. The second one.
The second? Okay.
Yes, but in the oh my god, but in the last one it's too it's possible to I would prefer to vote.
This? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I will prefer to go to.
Go.
Okay. Excellent. Remember to use the gerunds and infinitives. Yes. Naila, please. Which verb is never followed by a gerund? Never.
Never.
That's an interesting question.
Okay, I think continue is not okay. Sorry. I can
never?
say no. Stop. I think I can say continue playing. Yes. I can say suggest ask for running. I think suggest, teacher.
Suggest?
No.
No.
Ask.
Ask. Yes.
Yes.
But never followed by a gerund. Okay.
Yes. I know.
Consuelo. Which verb is never followed by an infinitive? Consuelo?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I was in mute.
Never.
Maybe love.
Are you sure?
or maybe deny. I don't know, teacher.
Deny. Yeah,
Okay,
that's never follow.
okay.
For the Madeline, complete the sentences. We are going to Chicago. My uncle. This is more simple.
To read,
Visit to visit.
to
Excellent.
read.
Perfect. Natalia, I was driving to town when I saw Hannah walking on pavement. So I stopped. Stop it.
So I stop it. Hmm. Maybe forgive her a little.
Forgive or to give. Forgive or to leave. To give.
No, no, to give. Because
To
when
give.
we use for,
Yes.
we have the ing. So
Yes.
yes.
Excellent. Perfect. And now Nela. Complete the sentences. I'm sure that abroad will make Lisa a lot more independent. What do you
I'm
think?
sure that, okay, please wait a minute. I'm sure that to live abroad will make Lisa a lot more. I'm sure that living abroad, I've been living, teacher.
Living.
I don't know.
Excellent. Yeah. To live? No. Living. Excellent. And Madeline.
Yes, teacher.
Complete the sentences.
Are
Are
you
you
interested?
interested?
Okay. Okay. You can hear me?
To
teacher?
receive or in receiving a special offer for our company.
Are you interested? Mm, to receive
To receive or in receive a special offers.
in receiving.
In receive.
Second.
Yeah. Excellent. Consuelo. Complete these sentences. Jack suggested a party to celebrate the anniversary of the business.
Okay.
Yes.
Jack suggests to have a party to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the business.
Are you sure to have or having?
I think it is to have because it suggests. It's a probability, I think. No? Okay, it's having.
Having. Okay, okay. And the last part, the last one is for Natalia. Which bird cannot go in the space? Cannot. We to sit at the table by the window. Natalia? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay.
We sit at the table by the window. ¿Cuál no iría? We prefer to sit. Ask.
Are you sure?
No tiene sentido. Que no tiene sentido.
No.
Oh my goodness. Enjoy.
Enjoy, yeah. Okay, okay. Excellent, my dear student. There are a simple exercise, but it's important to understand the use, especially for use of English. In my opinion, is the most difficult part for grammar. the use for a specific word. I think that is simple, but when I try to resolve, I have a little problem. Okay, what happened? I shared the last activity because all the class to talk about the curriculum vitae and skills. And share this part is about other activity to curriculum vitae. This is a reading test, a reading comprehension test. I start with Consuelo, please. The 1, 2, and 3 paragraphs. Please read this part.
Okay, teacher. Curriculum vitae tips that can help. 6 out of 10 CVs, which are prepared by information technology professionals, fail to meet the basic standards and are turned down without ever being read fully, according to a recruitment company. As a consequence, thousands of candidates are excluding themselves from attractive job opportunities. Although the company handles over 60,000 CVs per year, it estimates that at least 17% will not be admitted if they were sent directly to potential clients due to basic errors. The company marketing director said, sadly, it's often to most highly qualified candidates whose CVs are so poorly constructed that they are literally dead on arrival. Attractive job opportunities in the IT industry often generates intense competitions, and there is now often little to choose between the candidates.
Excellent. And the next part for Enela.
Advice on the presentation format of CVs in relation